What's the thoughts on a two-stop? Traffic. Yeah.
Sorry, who just dropped out? A Renault?
Not Bernardo. I think it was not.
Yeah, that should be it. Alright, I'll probably give them 2 minutes at the most and then we'll just start regardless. No, unfortunately. Mute him now if you want. Alright. David, we're all muting you now. I think we've only got 19, so probably in another minute we'll get started. He's probably already got me on mute.
Welcome everyone to round 20 of FRL. We are here today at Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos. And well, we are getting closer to the season end. We only have one more race, if I'm not wrong, at Abu Dhabi. I think there's no more race after that. But we still have an open battle for the championship of this Division 2. It's A Gaming who's now leading the championship with 204 points. Second place, Rostorm with 192 points, and Adam on third with 182 points. So it's a total of 22 points what separates these three drivers. Any of these can mathematically be champion of the world still. So we come here into Interlagos. Quali's already started. People already coming out of the pit lane. The Red Bull of A Gaming, our championship leader, already out. Rostorm, championship rival, also out, same as Adam. So three championship contenders have already come out to set a flying lap. First of them in the field, Rostorm, followed then by A Gaming. Not much people have come out. They are starting to come out right now. On board with Rostorm, who is already gonna start his flying lap at the last corner of the track. Now accelerates, starts to deploy all his ERS, hot lap mode. We are going to follow Rostorm into a flying lap through Interlagos circuit. Very late on the brakes now, but finds a very good traction out of first corner. Gets a very good exit. Now Flash coming out of the pit lane. I think it didn't bother him. Rostorm says a 16.9 on sector 1. Now what A Gaming can do at 16.6. So A Gaming now 3/10 faster than Rostorm on sector 1. Rostorm now is gonna meet a bit of traffic. Ash is in front of him. Now Ash should let Rostorm by, but still not doing so. Maybe finding a bit of dirty air there. Now Ash goes off the track. Rostorm's gonna go into the end of sector 2. 51.5. A Gaming now is also gonna cross, and it's a 50.8. So it's being much faster. A Gaming in all the track. Across the finish line is going to be a 17.9. Now what time can A Gaming do? It's a 17.2. That's 7/10 faster than Rostorm's time, so it's a massive gap. We'll see if Rostorm can chase A Gaming later on the session, but by now it's a massive gap. Now third driver to set a time is Code Crockett, 18.1, 2/10 lower than Rostorm. Knox, our pulse hitter from last weekend at Mexico, 112.1. Definitely it wasn't was terrible lap or a warm-up lap just. Definitely 112 is not a competitive time at all. We've got some commentaries in our commentary box, so I'm quickly going to check that to answer all the questions. As always, I'm very happy to answer everyone's questions. We have a commentary from Billy Tomax, says good luck everyone, happy Formula 1. Then Angel Kokilov says yeah, good luck guys, hope for a clean race. Flash now goes up into P1 by only 20 thousandths of a second in front of A Gaming. Knox now finally sets his lap, his real lap, up into P4, 17.5. That's only some thousandths lower than Ash time, who went up into P3. Tix went up into P5, and that sends Rostorm down into P6. Bonaldo in P7, John Fans on P8. Crockett down in P9, Miss Balls in on P10. That's our top 10 at the moment. But we are still missing times from 7 people here, no, 6 people here, since Fontar now has got a quali ban if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Fontar now has a quali ban, so already retired from qualifying. We're going to go on board now with one of our championship contenders, Adam, who still hasn't set a lap. He's down on P18, but well, he's on his flying lap right now. He's gonna meet with Womax in front of him. Let's hope Womax lets him by, and yes, he does very quickly. That's not gonna cost Adam any time. Can he manage to challenge Flash for that P1? It's a 50.9. Game says purple sector too many times this glitch, we know, but we have to see into the finish line to discover what time can really Adam do. Onto the finish line is going to be P3 for Adam, only some thousandths of a second behind A Gaming and Flash. The three of them on 17.2, just thousands separating the three of them. A Gaming's just started his flying lap. .73 thousandths faster in Sector 1. It's not a big improvement, but that would be enough to place him in provisional pole, since gap between Flash only 20 thousandths of a second, but he has to carry that pace into next two sectors. Now he's locking a bit his tires, not sure if this is helping him or not. Seems to be lost a bit of car there on sector 2. Not sure this is gonna be a good sector for him compared to his previous time. And it's not, it's 6 thousandths lower. So now 6 thousandths lower than his previous time is not gonna be enough to defeat Flash for that P1. But what can A Gaming do in this final sector? Now he aborts his lap. A Gaming finally aborts his flying lap. On board now with his teammate Nox, who's improving 1/10 on sector 1. It's up into P5 now, just crossed the finish line, 17.5. We have a group of the top 3 with 17.2, the 3 of them. Then we have the group from P4 to P6, the 3 of them in a 17.5. But well, let's see if Nox now can involved in the battle for pole position. He lost a bit of car there. Was improving 4 tenths on second sector. Now we've done a bit of a spin on final sector. Let's see if it's gonna be enough. Finally, next time is gonna be up into P4 without that spin. Definitely would have been better. Also gets involved in a 1.7.2. It's just thousands that separate P1 from P4 now. Once again on FRL we are seeing a very close qualifying session. We got another commentary. Our commentary box from Scythe says, "Can you get A Gaming to consider inviting me?" Well, I don't know. I may ask him. I'm gonna inform him of this commentary, and well, let's see what he says. Four and a half more minutes remaining on this qualifying. Flash being able to improve a bit his time into a 1.7.1, but on 1.7.191, so it's not a big improvement from his previous time, just some thousandths of a second. Battle for pole is very close. Ash currently on an out lap. Will only have a chance to set one more lap. We're going to follow Ash through this lap as he's the only of the top guys currently starting a flying lap. And well, he is also in contention for pole position because he's only 4 tenths down from Flash, and he can improve that definitely for sure. Six thousandths faster on sector 1, not a big improvement. Let's see what he can do in the next two sectors. improving 1/10 on Sector 2, but that's not gonna be enough to even improve one place. It's gonna just improve his personal time, but it's not gonna be able to win any places unless he does a better final sector, and yes, he does. Finally improves 2/10 and up into P3 for Ash, and that's gonna be the final lap Ash is gonna be able to do in this qualifying. So it's provisional P3 for Ash. Now let's see what the other guys can do. Everyone is out of the pit lane. A-Game is also coming out. Flesh also coming out of the pit lane. No, he's not, so Flesh is not gonna have a chance to set another lap. No, he is. There he is, out of the pit lane. Same as his teammate Jump Fans. Tix currently also on a flying lap. He's improving 3/10. He's on P11. But with that 3/10 improvement, he can go up into P5 maybe. No, not enough, but P7 with the 17.5 group. Now on board with Nox, our pole sitter from last weekend at Mexico. Also on his final shot. 9 thousandths faster on Sector 1. It's not a great improvement, I know. Let's see how he carries this pace into next two sectors. He's very close into pole position, same as many other people here. He can try to go for a second consecutive pole in a row. Yeah, second consecutive pole. Slower 32 thousandths of a second on Sector 2, but we remember that the sector where he messed it on previous lap was Sector 3, so he should be way faster now. Into the finish line, what time the Nox gonna do? And it's gonna be P1 for Nox, a 17.0. He's now on provisional pole, but now Flesh and A-Game are gonna respond to that. Quality is over now, time into 0. And Flesh laps over, it's not gonna be improving, it can be a Red Bull 1-2, A-Gaming now. Gonna go into the finish line. No, he aborts too. Nox gonna keep that pole position by now. Rostrum is also invalidated. Adams also into the finish line now. We are on board with Euch. Can he manage to defeat Nox? Improving 2/10. That will... No, he spins at final corner. It's gonna be Nox, who's gonna be on pole position today for second consecutive time. Well, we can see how close the grid is this time. From P1 to P9, less than 5 tenths. It's gonna be a very close race. If it's a normal race, we remember Mexico last weekend was a very crazy race. Brazil, a very fun track, also become one of the classics of F1. Should be a very fun race to watch. Going now into the race, we are already in the formation lap. Clear weather, as usually. Now let's check tire strategy. We've already have Womack and Sweaty Sagar disqualified from the formation lap. Gonna start with ice tires this race, as they didn't even have time to warm up, as I think the qualification happened even on sector 1, or at least at the start of sector 2. So not good. Thankfully for them, they are at the back of the grid, so even with the ice tires they won't drop more places. Tire strategy now from people out of the top 10. Well, surprisingly, most people are on the soft. The only guys on the mediums are Angelos and Womax. Everyone else on the soft tires. I think strategy here may be soft medium, or, well, not really sure of a two-stop strategy on this track. I would go for soft medium, to be honest. I would try to extend those softs, then go for medium tires to the end of the race. Hards, I would discard them. Well, drivers now taking their spots on the grid. Let's hope for a very close race and fun race. Knox once again starting for pole position. It's gonna be his third race here, and, well, gonna be fighting for the win for the third consecutive time. Let's see if this one finally can be the win after two unlucky races for him. Lights out and away we go. I think Knox did get a good start. Yes, he did. A-game is already on the attack of Flash. Flash, everything keeps equal. No changes on the top 5. Knox got a very good start. Now A-game is on the attack. We have yellow flag. We already have a DNF, and that's Bonaldo. Bonaldo DNFs the race. And we have a safety car already on lap 1. Oh, and there's round. It's Rostorm, our championship contender. Rostorm spun, and now it's down into last place, and someone got the wing damage there. It's not him, I think so. But Rostorm's being spun into P18, and I think that's happened when safety car was already out. So that's Probably gonna be definitely gonna be investigated, but yeah, this thing shouldn't happen under safety car. It's where people just have to go slow and be careful, and that's definitely the opposite what has just happened, and that's caused the roster in many places drop 12 places on the grid, and that's gonna compromise him in his battle for the championship. Still a long way to go, but it starts with a big disadvantage this race. Someone gonna dive into the pit lane now. We are gonna see everyone staying out. This track, no real reason to go into for a pit. John Fans is into the pit lane, but not really sure if that's because he has any damage. He had a penalty, looks like. And yes, he had damage. That's the reason why he has pitted. Roston also had damage, I think, or just trying to go for an alternative strategy as he doesn't have really anything to lose. Try to get rid of that penalty. Yeah, he didn't have wing damage, but yeah, trying to risk it as nothing really to lose. For Roston has already lost a lot. Needs to try risky strategies to try to get something on this race today. Miss Bolson gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Johnny Boy. That's happened. P12 and P13 both get a 5-second time penalty. I really hope safety car goes out on this lap. We've already had enough of safety cars last weekend, Mexico. And I really want some clean racing there on the front. No need for safety car and all that stuff. Well, I just noticed that it's also been a terrible start for Euch, dropping 8 places, so it's definitely not been a good start for the Williams team. We have also the Renault of Bonaldo who has DNF'd. But yeah, Williams team pays the hardest for all that carnage at the start of the race. Safety cars on this lap. Knox gonna relaunch the race. Well, let's check where Knox will start to accelerate. Is he gonna wait into the finish line? Is he gonna start now? He starts now and does a very good relaunch. Flesh unable to attack. And we have many people going side by side here. Adam being attacked by Dark Lord there. Dark Lord's through. Adam lost a place there. Now being attacked by Crockett too. Using all his ERS to try to get the move done by the inside. It's not gonna be enough. Adam by the outside. No need to go into the inside to defend this one. That's what we want. Clean race in between these guys. Fontar now having started last because of the quali bans already on P9. That's been a great fight back by the Haas driver. Nox leads by 8/10 already in front of Flash. Then we have a very big train of cars. Actually, it's a train to the end, to P17. From P1 to P17 we have a train of cars. Rostorm starting to attack. Edge dropped now into last place. So everyone now on the DRS train, that's very crazy to see. Well, now Sverisager loses that. We see Miss Bolsing attacking Angelos by the outside. Angelos getting the move down. They made a bit of contact, the Racing Point and Alfa Romeo driver. Now Angelos gonna have a fight back at Miss Bolsing, but Miss Bolsing defends very good his place. Not gonna let him by. Nox trying to pull away 1 second in front of Flash. 1.1 already, so Nox built a gap there. Now Nox 1.2 in front, so this is gonna allow A Gaming to have an attack on Flash. Flash won't be able to defend with DRS, he won't have DRS. Nox seems to have more pace today than his rivals, even when at quality it was very close. At the race, Nox already 1.2 in front. DRS still not enabled, we have to wait one more lap for it to be so. No, DRS already enabled, I'm sorry for that. So A-Game is now going to be on the attack of Flash. It's 3 tenths behind, it's very close battle. But now does Flash have the pace to catch back with Nox? Looks at the moment he doesn't have. A-Gaming with more ERS than Flash has should be able to send an attack. On the next DRS zone, but now Flash getting closer. 1.1, still not gonna be enough to be on DRS. No, it will be enough. Well, let's see, this Flash got DRS finally. He didn't, he won't be able to defend from A-Gaming now with DRS. So he just needs to hope now that straight line speed is enough, but it won't. A-Gaming now on this lip turn, down the inside goes A-Gaming. Getting the overtake done is not enough still. Also didn't try to push so hard there. Very close to contact, finally didn't happen. A-Gaming having to think more about the championship than of the race itself. Now by the outside. Flash gonna dive there, tries to do a bit of contact going on there. Who's gonna... Oh, and Flash spins into the wall. Flash is into the wall, very unfortunate there. Into the wall, broken wing probably. That's a massive accident and massive heartbreak for Flash, who was fighting for the top places today. Down into P17 now. Race ruined unless a safety car comes out to save him. So now it's a Red Bull. Oh, Fortar now DNFs the race. He did a great fight back, but now he is into the wall and DNF. This is gonna bring out a safety car. Looks it won't. But yeah, that's also gonna be a heartbreaking moment because he was doing a great fight back, was already on P8 if I'm not wrong. Having started last, only on lap 8 already up into P8. Then just suddenly DNFs into the wall. Very sad moment for Fontar now, who was doing a great fight back, and it's gonna be our second DNF. Flash coming out of the pit lane with all his chances gone unless a safety car comes out to save him. 3 seconds behind Johnny Boy, and Johnny Boy is 27 seconds behind Womax. So no real chance of Flash getting a good result today, unless, as I said, that a safety car comes out. Ash now on DRS with A Gaming. Now can Ash think about a move on A Gaming using ERS? Gonna try to go for a move on this straight? Yes, he will. I'm more with him. But now saving again. It's gonna be enough. Try to send it down the inside. Brakes to now not make contact with him. Dark Lord also getting involved in that battle, because won 6 places from the start of the race. That's also a great job by him. Ash now putting a lot of pressure into A Gaming. But Ash not really trying to go for the move right now. He's staying 5 tenths behind, not using his ERS to attack, or maybe just waiting for next straight. And Dark Lord doesn't have ERS now, so not in a good position to attack at the moment. We're getting some commentaries in our commentary box. Quickly going to check that. Let's see what the opinions of our viewers are from this race at the moment. So it's Fontor now in the commentary box saying, "I'm super frustrated starting 19th. Yeah, I was very happy to see you doing that great fight back. I mean, so little amount of laps, already lap 8, you were already in the top 10. You were looking for a great result, and well, very unlucky what happened to you. But would be good to know what happened. Can you tell us exactly what happened in that corner? Why did you DNF? Back into the race, and hoping to have an answer from Fontar now to tell us why exactly he DNF'd. We are back with the battle between A Gaming and Ash. Now, Ash on the slipstream of A Gaming, trying to go for a move this time. It's not gonna be possible for A Gaming to defend, or it will be. Ash by the outside. A Gaming, they made a bit of contact, but A Gaming defense, and we have Berto Silvicar and Rostorm out of the race. Rostorm's crashed. What happened to Rostorm? Exactly. He's DNF'd on the almost in the same part of the track where Fontar now did. Well, now we have an answer from Fontar now. Some people aren't going to the pit lane with the Berto safety car. That will be Sweaty Sagar and Womax. But race leader still very far from the pit lane entry, so probably we're not gonna see them in unless safety car stays out till they go through a pit lane, pass by the pit lane entry. No, it won't. We are racing again, and well, we have to check Ash, and A Gaming is very close this time. A Gaming doesn't get a so good exit out of the corner. I'm gonna answer Fontar now very quickly, but First I want to see how this battle ends, and Ash into the pit lane, trying to go for an undercut. Let's see what tires he gonna be on. I suppose gonna be on the mediums. Go to the end of the race. No, he's gonna go on the hards, and I think that's not the right decision to do. Mediums perfectly go to the end, and hards are just gonna cost him a lot of pace. But well, let's see how his strategy turns. Finally, we have to wait to the end of the race to see how it does. Well, now I'm going to read Fondarnau's commentary. He says, I went a bit wide, my rear end stepped out, absolutely no control over the car, and then my rear tire fell off when I hit the wall. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Well, it may happen to anyone when trying to push hard and find more speed. Pretty normal that happened, but yeah, it's always very sad and very unfortunate when it does. So no need to feel so bad about that mistake. May happen to anyone, and well, you'll definitely have better races in the future. You definitely will have a great result coming for you in the next races. So don't give up and keep looking forward, and a great result will come for you. Well, now Nox has pitted also. Now let's see where he will come out compared to Ash. He's gonna be in front. He's gonna be massively in front. Yes, he will. And even Dark Lord almost did the overcut on Ash. So Ash didn't get the correct decision on pitting. Pitting too early. He's now far to Nox, 2.1 seconds behind. We'll have to see when A Gaming decides to pit. He's going into the pit lane now. But what tire is he gonna go for? He's gonna go for locking his tires to the pit lane entry. He's going for the hard too, so no one's going for the medium tire strategy, which I think is completely possible here. Well, will the overcut work against his teammate? No, it won't. Nox already through. But the undercut from Ash may work this time. Will A Gaming hold into his place? No, he won't. He's gonna be overtaken by Ash and by Dark Lord too. Yes, he will. A Gaming, by staying out 2 more laps, lost his 2 places against Ash and Dark Lord. But nothing really to worry about for him, as championship rival Ross Storm's DNF this race already. Adam 4 seconds behind him. We're now on board with Nox, who is leading very solid lead on this race. 4 seconds behind John Fans, but these guys still have to pit. We have a train of cars here from P2 to P5. And well, we have a mixed tire strategy here. Angelos on the medium tires, followed by Ekot on the soft, then Euge on the soft, John Fans on the medium. So Womack DNF the race. What's happened to Womack? So Womack has crashed into the second DRS zone, I think. Not really sure what's happened. Yes, it looks like he does. At the start of the second straight, and well, now everyone's into the pit lane. With this virtual safety car. Ticks on the hards, but why are no one is going for the medium tires? They could perfectly go to the end. Well, Edge there does go for the medium tires. Echo's also on the medium tires. John Fans does the same. So finally some people decided to do it. Well, then that virtual didn't help Nox, who lost some tenths against Darklord on P2. But still keeping him away of his DRS zone. Ash also gonna be back on the attack of Darklord. He has more ERS than him. Well, I want to see what the medium runners can do. Now Echo is on P8. Only 7 tenths behind Crockett. Should be able to overtake him very soon with the faster tires and even fresher tires too. Nox starting to build his gap once again. Ash still not going for an attack on Darklord. A gaming very close to Ash too. Now Ash has dropped a bit to Darklord and A gaming is very close into him. Can this be A gaming's chance to get the overtake done on Ash? Not trying to do it, or yes he is now. Using his ERS, he's trying to go for a move on Ash, but it's not gonna be enough. Echo now should try to get the overtake done on Crockett. He doesn't want to lose any time with hard runners on those fresh mediums. He wants to find all the pace he can, but not really try to attack there. Darklord locking his tires there. Ash not being able to overtake him. Gaming also unable to overtake Ash. Recover the places he lost. And Ash not getting a good run on Darklord on this DRS zone. We saw him 8 tenths down last lap. This lap has been pretty similar. But A-Game is also not being able to send an attack on him. Echo still not overtaking. He's not improving him when being with the faster tires. He should have attacked when he had the opportunity. Didn't deploy too much ERS. Now Crockett has DRS to defend, and now it's gonna be more complicated for him to send the attack on Crockett and start building some pace on those fresh mediums. Again, on board with Echo this time, still not trying to send it all. Yeah, not trying to use his ERS to attack Crockett. Well, we'll come back with him if he maybe does overtake him later. On board with Ash now. He's trying still to get the move done on Darkler. We're not really sure if he's trying. Maybe just trying to save some ERS and try to send the attack later. This time Ash is closer, but still not enough to get the overtake done. Well, this is interesting now. Echo's being attacked by Angelos, who is a hard runner. It's also a very interesting battle here. What's really interesting is seeing what Echo could do as he went for the mediums, but hasn't been able to improve now, and it's gonna be overtaken by Angelos. Echo tries to cover by the inside. Managed to do so, but yeah, he should have got those overtakes done earlier. Hey, getting very close to Ash this time. It doesn't have ERS still, it's not gonna be enough. His straight line speed to get the move done, and Ash starts to send it by the inside. When he touch, hey, game in touch, Ash by the back. That was a very optimistic move by A Gaming, I have to say. And he's now just probably chances of winning this race are over. And now falling behind Adam even. And well, that has also cost Ash some time, as now lost DRS into Darklore, 1.1 behind. That was a very optimistic move by A Gaming, I have to say. Yellow flag sector 2, and that's the Ferrari of Johnny Boy. Ash trying to catch back Darklord's DRS, 1 second behind. Is he gonna have DRS now? No, he won't, but he's back on DRS zone, so he should have in the next straight. He has much more ERS than Darklord has. Darklord doesn't have any ERS. And Edge now is improving on those medium tires. Now behind Echo, the other medium runner. But still being halted by this train that Teak has built here. From P6 to P10 right now. That's a 5-car train. John fans may even get involved, will get involved for sure. In this train also. Ash once again dropped from DRS zone from Darklord. Checking this interesting battle, Crockett's also not being able to overtake Teak. He is deploying now his ERS, gonna try to go for a move on Teak now. DRS open for Crockett, getting closer on this slipstream, but down the inside. He's gonna try to send it now. What's gonna happen there? Not backs off. not gonna go for the move. Now Edge also trying to attack Eckott. Yellow flag on sector 2, and that's Miss Bolsin, I think. Ash catches back DRS, once again out, once again in, and once again out. Yeah, Ash struggling a lot to hold into that DRS. And well, Darklord's being able to save his ERS now, so problems start to grow for Ash. But I think this time he's gonna have DRS. Yes, he does. Oh, we have an accident. It's Angelos who's around. Angelos round had a bit of had some contact problem with all the guys on the train. One of those guys on the train. Oh, now he loses the car and almost was. Oh, and this also affects Sweaty Sagar in some way. Angelos is into the pit lane now, and he DNFs the race. On board with Ash once again, just sticking to Darklord's DRS, finally has managed to stay with him. Well, and Darklord once again with no more ERS. Ash this time, more ERS, still trying to save it. And well, A-Gaming now recovered a bit of time, now at the back of his one of his rivals for the championship, Adam. Still gonna end in front of him because of the 3-second time penalty. We are now looking into this 5-car train starting from Tick, ending in John Fans. Tick's managed to build a big train there behind him. Crockett's not being able to overtake him in all those laps, and Eckott and Euch, John Fans, 3 of them on medium, should have already went through these hard runners, but were unable to do so. At any moment they weren't able to do it. We are already in the final part of the race. Now Crockett's thinking of the attack. No, he's not. Or yes, he is. Yes, on the slip rim of Tiggs. Gonna try to go down the inside. Gets the move down, but Tiggs gonna break the latest. Oh, they touched. Made a bit of contact. Now Eccott's gonna have a wrong now because of this. Let's see. Eckott doesn't have too much ERS now. He used it all on the last laps. A tiny contact which won't happen anything with. Nothing will happen because of that. Oh, and A-Game is overtaken Adams back into P4, but this time 5 seconds behind Ash and Dark Lord. That mistake from him cost him a lot. Well, Tig's now been able to build a bit of a gap on Crockett. Now this also helping Echo to get closer into Crockett, but not gonna be enough. Oh, and they touch a bit. Nothing's gonna happen because of that too. But Edge now has a run on Echo. This is gonna be enough for Edge. Echo has DRS defense, so probably nothing's gonna change here. Trying to go down the inside, Edge. Crockett gets a penalty now. And John fans just spectating all this battle. He doesn't have any penalties, so he'll jump all the drivers in front of him. All of them have penalties, so nothing for him to worry about. Just be there saving his ERS to the end of the race. No need to risk it. Yeah, all the drivers in front of him have 3-second time penalties. Crockett once again on the attack of Teak, trying to go by the inside. Down the inside he goes. Teak's trying to defend by the outside, but finally Crockett gets the move done. Oh, and they touch, and this Teak's round, taking to the wall. Echo also got a bit of contact there. Unfortunate for Teak there. One of the guys in front got any damage. Edge now side by side with Echo. Carnage started on this train. Edge now through also has overtaken Echo, but still not sure if any of these have any damage because of that contact with Teak. Teak broken wing, completely broken wing. John Vance sends an attack on Echo. Echo lost a lot there with all that incident that happened in front of him. But now gonna have a run on John Vance. John Vance gonna have DRS. No, he won't. But nothing really Echo can do. He has 0% ERS. And Carnage went on there. No, very close to contact once again. Nothing happened thankfully this time. Now Flesh is gonna overtake Teak, which is going very slow because of that broken front wing. A-Gaming now 3-second time penalty for him, and that's gonna put him in the same conditions as with Adam. So Adam can even take P4 if he managed to overtake A-Gaming now. Has been able to hold into his DRS on these final laps. So 4 more laps to go on the Brazilian Grand Prix. Knox with a very solid lead, 1.9 seconds in front of Dark Lord. Ash still not sending an attack on Dark Lord, but has saved a lot of ERS, so should be an easy move to the end for Ash to overtake Dark Lord finally for P2. And why not even thinking about going for P1? As Knox not so far behind, he also doesn't have ERS, while Ash has full ERS. So he can't even think of going to win this race, but should start attacking on this lap if he wants to do that. If not, he's not gonna have enough time to do. Why not? Ash could even win this race with all the ERS he has saved. No more need to keep saving more. You can just try to send it now. Yellow flag in sector 2, what is it this time? It's... well, we are green again, so nothing really happened there. Ash now trying to send an attack on Dark Lord, also trying to save his ERS on this slipstream, trying to go down the inside. Yes, he sends it down the inside, a bit of contact made between two drivers. Move to the limit, but there he goes. Ash managed to take P2 of the race. I think that's completely a racing incident. I think that's a very aggressive move, yes, but well, that's racing, I suppose. Now the question is, does Ash have, with all the ERS he saved, the enough pace to catch Nox? 1.6 is the gap. Nox doesn't have ERS. Ash now can try to push to the limit on this 2 more laps we are going to have of this race. Now the question is gonna be enough or it's not gonna be enough. Has already cleared Darkler from his DRS almost. Now yeah, Ash pushing to the limit, using all the ERS he can. 1.5 the gap, trying to get closer into the race leader Nox. With 2 more laps remaining, it's gonna be very difficult to do it, but he has to try to send it all, try to give it all. That's what a racing driver does, push to the limit. If the checker flag isn't waved, then there's still a chance to win the race. 1.2 the gap, 1.1, getting very close. Doesn't have to give up on this final laps of the race. 2 more laps to go. He's very close into that DRS range. Nox has had a comfortable lead throughout the race. May now start to have some trouble with Ash. We'll see. 1 final lap of the race. Nox seems to have it on the back, but Ash got very close in those final laps. 1.3 now, pushing hard. 1.2, 1.1. You're gonna have DRS into the next straight. 1.0. Very close, but no, he won't or he will. Not really sure. He won't have DRS, but now on DRS range, could only hope for, try to go for it on the last straight, but now with no DRS, no ERS, it's gonna be very difficult. So Nox is probably gonna take the win. Still an open race, still more meters to go while the checker flag doesn't come down. Then we are still racing, open race to the end. Nox against Ash for the win. Ash finally found that pace at the end with all that ERS he saved. Nox locking his tires there. Very big lock by him, but now just meters to taking this win. Ash gonna have the ERS final run into the finish line. Nox gonna take his first win at his 3rd race at FRL. Not gonna be enough for Ash to do anything. Into the finish line, there it goes. The checker flag receives Nox, wins his first ever race at FRL. Great driving by Nox, solid dominance of this race. Ash takes P2, also a great race for him. Darklord takes P3, A Gaming on P4, Adam finally takes P5, Crockett on P6, Elch P7. Oh, and fighting with John Fans there. Now finally Elch takes P6, John Fans P7, Echo P8, Crockett P9, and Sweaty Sager is going to take 1 point on this race. Flesh finally, after that accident on the first laps, got very close to points. Gonna miss points by only 2.2 seconds. Miss Bolton is going to be the final driver to cross the finish line on P12. Okay, I'm going to give interviews very quickly now to our race winner Knox. It's in our party chat now.
Yeah, I have him unmuted now.
Alright.
So, hi Knox, congratulations on that first win. Finally, the third was the win. You had trouble on the last two races, but finally that win came on only your third race on this league. So, how does it feel?
It feels good. Finally, third time lucky. I mean, through the whole race, I was pushed by the guys behind me, just trying to keep their DRS out of range. But yeah, good to finally get a win, and yeah.
You felt some pressure on those final laps where Ash finally catched you and your DRS on that final lap, or you really didn't feel any pressure there?
Well, I obviously felt pressure because I was being pushed, but my tires weren't that worn, and I don't know, I had enough ARS to just push to the line, so.
So what I have to say, your race pace was really good. You were, as you said, able to build more than a second gap to the guys behind you. You kept it consistent in that pace through all the laps of the race. Finally, Ash was saving a lot of his CRS, finally caught you, but that was a very solid win, I have to say. Zero mistakes for you. It was just a perfect driving. That's all I have to say.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that quick interview, Nox, and congratulations for your win. Okay, well, thanks for watching this stream. Thanks for watching this race. Thanks to the drivers for participating. As always, I say thanks to you. We'll be back next weekend for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Thanks and goodbye, everyone.